Call this meeting of the Monday, August 5th, City Council work session to order. The clerk, please call the roll.
Councilman Sheldon.
Here.
Rackman. Paternity.
Here.
Reynolds.
Present.
Faulkner. Bonfiglio. Diversa.
Here.
Russell.
Here.
Dose.
Here. Right. And I just, we have a small crew tonight. We have one on vacation, we have one that had minor injury, and we've had one that's working out of town. And we have the mayor who's on a conference, so be a slight crowd tonight. We'll move on. I don't see anybody from the public here tonight, so I guess we can move on from that. We'll move on to our individual committee reports and our housing committee. Bill, I know there wasn't much there, but
There wasn't any representation from citizenry from the public, but we did add a few things for discussion. And one was that official petition that we were handed at the voting session. It didn't get read into the minutes of the voting session meeting last month, so we're gonna ask Jennifer to read it in. We all got it last minute. It must have been an email that came through, but I felt strong enough that it should be read into the minutes. It has to do with quality of life issues
Right.
and the like, so we'll keep that alive until the voting session, if you don't mind. And then I reiterated a couple of processes that are involving making complaints and or positive comments for the Department of Development by utilizing the form that somebody in DOD put together outlining the steps on how these complaints get handled, and also to have the DOD website again posted or reminded folks that you can do these things online through a drop-down tab on the computer. So I'm not asking for more people to complain, but I want to make it easy enough for folks to either congratulate on the good things we're doing and or give us our ups and downs on some of the problems that we're faced with. And then remind folks that we did pass the rental agreement at the voting session for landlords and tenants to pay attention to. So it was a short committee meeting.
any questions? Thank you. Finance, Brent?
Thank you, Mr. President. We had 3 resolutions. They were all change orders. The first was change order number 6 with Building Innovation Group, Rochester, New York, for the new vehicle maintenance facility, an amount of $1,784. This was money that was not spent from the contingency allowance fund. That was passed. We also had another one from the Building Innovation Group, change order number 7 for $19,792. I believe it was mostly credit for not installing concrete aprons. That was a reduction again. That was approved. And we did have one increase, change order number 1 with Estebone Construction Company of Fredonia for Price Street Reconstruction 2024. There was an increase in forage flat work, curb and gutter, 1 terrace step, and then a decrease in 6-inch flat work, brick replacement, brick relay, and more mixed asphalt for a total increase of $25,605.50. And this is going to be covered by CHIPS money, and that was approved. Comptroller gave us a little update on the start of the budget season. I don't know if you want to reiterate what you told us.
We kicked off budget season, yay! All the department heads
come right
are
up here.
totally happy about that. So everybody has templates to fill out. There's status meetings scheduled for the week of August 19th with a deadline to have the initial submissions back the Wednesday after Labor Day, which is the 4th of September. And then I'm gonna compile it all and meet with the mayor and then go from there. I do have a timeline with some to be determined dates on how to and when to present to council starting late September, going into October. So, if all goes well, I'll be right on time. So,
Thank you.
Eric, I have a question. When was the last time we had an update on all our ARPA expenditures?
Yes.
It's been a month or two, I think.
I was on vacation Thursday and Friday, so I didn't get to do like a final, like a preliminary July close yet. And I have not added what was approved at the last voting session for the roof out of ARPA funding, so I need to do that. I would have something next week.
That'd be great.
So it'll be updated. We asked that. in
Yeah,
finance.
thank you for,
Specifically was asking questions about what programs still had some money
Left
that
over.
could be allocated and where it's going and where we at with the total and how close we are to the end.
Yeah.
And then she also asked about, is there anything specific in the budget process that you want
In the
to see?
layout.
The layout, how in-depth or detailed you wanna go with numbers, you know, in terms of, you know, what was asked for, what was requested, what was, actual, you know, the executive budget, what's been allocated and the actual, as well as how many years back and how much detail do you wanna go into it, so. Again, think about that, I mean, cause we have a new process, new
Yes.
person and a new system.
new system.
Right.
Mhm.
So are we gonna be educated on how to propose our desires for those different parameters? I mean, as far as how many years, how specific, comparables from year to year? Is there will there be a layout already created that we can comment on?
I have a basic layout which I can send to everybody, and you can tell me if it's too much, not enough, where you want it consolidated or whatnot. I can send you the basic template that all the department heads got.
And I think what I'll do too, when Kim gets back in the next couple of weeks, I'll meet with her. I mean, we worked on finance for quite a few years together, and you know, we got used to when Sam was mayor and Joe, they kind of had that. It was a routine thing that we went through every year, and then when the other when Eddie came in, he had new people, and it kind of changed a little bit. And it took a little getting used to, and it created some confusion. So now we have another new system with new people. So I want to make sure that everybody has the system that they're comfortable with, and if they have any specific questions, you know, before we lay it out there.
My just as another aside, my goal is to try and put it back to the way Joe had done it as much as possible, but using the new
Right.
the new software.
It was much easier for, I think, for the council, the way it was done previously, to see the numbers was a little easier to lay out.
Okay.
So we have some finance.
Just one other thing too, is just to mention that the two changes in the maintenance facility were a decrease, so that would be a $20,000 decrease. I know there's been a lot of concerns of the increasing costs of that, so it was nice to, even though it's not a lot of money, it's, at least it's in the right direction and it went down this time, so. Hopefully there'll be more of those, or we're done. I don't wanna go the other way, so, very good, okay. Public safety.
Thank you, Mr. President. We had no resolutions that were pre-filed for public safety. There was no one from the public that was here to speak. And under informational reports, we had several block party applications. The first one was for August 18th on Fairfield Avenue block party. I'm sorry, August 17th, rain date August 18th. And that passed. The time was adjusted a little bit. There was a motion to end the event earlier. The second block party was Hunter Street block party that Mr. Nelson has every year, August 25th, rain date August 31st, from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. and that passed. The third block party had already been approved electronically, and also the fourth one and number 4 on our list was for a block party that already occurred too, that was approved electronically. The fifth special event, it was a special event Back to School Field Day to be held on Friday, August 30th, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., including setup and tear down at Jackson Taylor Park. And that was approved.
Is that where they hand out things?
Now, that would be the next one. The next one is a
Okay.
special event,
I didn't know if they did that.
Los Contra Contes Car Club 6th Annual Back to School Giveaway be held on Saturday, August 31st from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., including setup and tear down at Lillian Dixon Park. That's the backpack giveaway you're probably thinking about. So that passed. And then number 7 special event was the YWCA of Jamestown Latin Festival to be held on Saturday, September 21st from 3 p.m. until 9 p.m., including setup and tear down on 4th Street between Main Street and Cherry Street. That'll follow, it doesn't conflict with the other events that are going on down there as far as the market. So that passed. And number 8, we had a new tow company, Crash with a K, Crash Towing, and that passed as well. And then the final was, Leanne gave us an updated special event for all the applications for block parties. And I don't know if you wanna give us a brief description for everyone else.
Joe Calamari in the mayor's office has been working to really streamline all the application processes as far as special events, banners, block parties, that sort of thing. He revamped all of the application forms, and he combined the parks use form and the special event form together so that there's not as much guesswork and not as much back and forth as, is this a park event, is this a special event type situation. So we've been working together as a group to get this all set, and the special events, or the Public Safety Committee approved it. So we will begin using these new forms, and hopefully it will be a little bit easier to navigate. They'll be on the website in all PDF fillable forms.
So kudos to Joe for doing all the work. Obviously, it definitely streamlines all the applications and makes it a lot more user friendly. So, and that's all we had.
Okay, thank you. Randy, I know you didn't have a,
No, I was the only one there,
yeah.
so,
Did you talk to yourself?
No, he came to finance.
I came to finance for a little and over here, but, no, Mark was there, but, yeah, everything that we had is covered in finance anyway.
It's passed. It's
So-
resolutions.
So there's not really, it was only Mark and I, we talked about the bills. Buffalo Bill.
Not a bit.
Sure we do.
All right, any other?
I had a question about the rate increases on the flat work. Are we ever told why those increases occur? Like, I mean, do they come and tell us, you know, that the cost of concrete has gone up, or?
So,
So the way that those typically work is, if we have a change order like that, it's because the quantity of a specific item increased. So on that project, they started to dig out the curbs and realized the soil below them was garbage, basically. And they'd be better off taking more curbs than we had originally planned. So that's why that project increased. So they're holding to their unit prices. We're just getting more, we're doing more work than we planned. Yep.
I think historically too, again, you know, when those projects happen, a lot of times they get into them and then there's requests for additional, you know, another apron, and I'll do this one too, or how about this sidewalk block, or how about this curb or that curb. So they come in with a plan and then it gets kind of altered and it gets added.
And a vast majority of the time for our concrete projects, when you guys see change orders, they're reductions. They might be increasing a specific item, but they're typically reductions. This is a different one than the norm.
I don't know if I should open this Pandora's box, but I will. I had a citizen ask me about their apron, to their driveway. It was basically kind of heaved and destroyed as a result of a large tree that was right there. That tree has since been removed by the city. He's having a new driveway put in, which obviously he's paying for. He asked me about the apron that was destroyed as a result of the tree. What is your response to that?
So it's city policy that if tree roots are impacting sidewalk blocks, the city will come in and put in blacktop. Once that tree is gone and the stump is ground, it's the homeowner's responsibility to take that blacktop and put it back to a sidewalk if they wish. So an apron would kind of be the same. We don't give any reimbursement for for aprons. We do for sidewalks. So it would be the homeowner's responsibility.
If they're in the Renaissance block grant, they can get reimbursement that if they apply for it. So, I don't know where the people are.
Okay.
I did
Yeah,
have
I
a house.
see.
Is that in your RRA?
Yes.
They're probably in the Renaissance.
Yep.
It's probably in there. But they can apply through that to
Sure.
get some
Okay,
reduction in that.
Go for that.
alright, I'll let him know.
That's good with that. Any other questions or comments? The mayor obviously is not here, but just a brief comment. I just wanted to recognize and thank all the people who volunteered and the work that the Comedy Center did over the weekend. They had a very successful weekend. They had a little bit of raindrops, but for the most part, they had good crowds on Thursday through Saturday night and into Sunday. And everything seemed to go pretty well, and was well received by the community. I know we were down there a couple of nights. My wife and I volunteered for a couple of things down there, and it was well received by the community. We had a good turnout, so another great event for downtown Jamestown. It looks like it was very successful, so appreciate that. A lot of stuff going on in the city still. We still have all of August, so most of August. We still got a lot of summer things going
Car
on.
show, Friday night.
Car show is this Friday,
Yeah, I
right?
think it is, yeah.
Cruising.
Right,
Cruise,
Friday night?
cruising.
It looks like rain, so
Is it?
a lot of the people won't bring their vehicles out and that.
Um, We have,
How was Baker Street looking?
They're still on track. They poured curbs today. So it's still on track to be finished by Labor Day.
very good. Do you have anything for us?
Do not.
Turn it going.
Do you wanna,
Executive session.
okay, under
Update on personnel.
update on personnel, just a quick question. Do I have a motion to go into executive session?
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
We'll go into a brief executive session for an update on personnel item. No action.